The days leading up to Irma, we're like every other Georgian. We're watching the news.
Tracking Hurricane Irma as it moves closer to making landfall in the U.S.
They started making their predictions.
Let's get that update on Hurricane Irma.
The sheer, unrelenting force of Hurricane Irma.
Life-threatening storm surge expected.
The afternoon, everything shifting toward the northward and then gradually losing strength.
Irma had an impact statewide. The track kept changing. Part of the DNR's job is to be there before, during, and after the storm. And that's exactly what we did. The most important resource DNR offers during severe weather is our staff and our personnel. We train every day with Mother Nature and her elements, and so we're uniquely qualified to react to these storms.
What those skill sets can mean for responding to an event, whether you be with state parks, with lodging, law enforcement division, wildlife resources division, biologists, technicians in the field.
Our historic preservation division, they have to come in and assess historic assets after these issues. In an emergency, sometimes things can get chaotic, and the leader that we designated may not be there.
And one thing we kept hearing from our personnel was provide better training or more training to be able to better respond.
Critical incident management training is applying incident command system, also allowing staff to play the roles in practical exercises.
We instituted that last year, and we've had over 200 of our employees go through that.
It helps you to put tactical objectives in place so that every responder knows what your objective is for that incident.
So when we have one of these emergencies, we just all come together. So about 72 hours out, the GEMA director will call all the agency heads and we'll start communicating, and then all our people leaning forward. As DNR and the state agencies prepare for upcoming storms, Georgians are also preparing.
With regard to Georgia's preparation, mandatory evacuation will go into effect tomorrow.
Doors and windows boarded up and sandbags piled high as many are choosing to get out of Irma's path.
Now, word of that evacuation has spread quickly.
As they're evacuating, we try to give as much information as we can, where the shelters are.
We have 60 state parks and historic sites throughout Georgia. So during Hurricane Irma, Parks Properties housed approximately 11,500 individuals. And then we had an additional 479 that were dry camping with us. So that came close to 12,000 individuals staying at our sites. As far as preparing those shelters, the park managers contacts the local emergency management agency for food items, for bottled water, for diapers or hygiene products. Make sure that they're fully stocked, clean, functional. One provision that we have found very important is to be able to take care of their pets. All those facilities become pet friendly.
When you're dealing with these storm systems that are massive in nature and statewide in perspective, and then the day comes and the event's here. The flooding along the coast was worse than Matthew, the 1 year prior. We have maintenance facilities, shops, houses, homes, all flooded. The Hurricane Irma not only reshapes a lot of your infrastructure, but it reshapes the landscape itself. Where dunes that were 20, 30 feet oceanside were now just cut and eroded away, and you have a new shoreline. So you have docks that are dangling in the air. It's the scene down there after one of these events is amazing, but Mother Nature, as always, teaches us so many different valuable lessons.
GEMA prioritized the reentry effort, but we're the tip of the spear. We send our debris teams, they're 8-man teams. The equipment we use through re-entry is a lot of the same equipment we use on a daily basis. We use our air assets, our helicopters. Pilots get up to assess the damage from the air and direct our teams where they need to be. So we have big trucks, our law enforcement section. Every ranger has a four-wheel drive, a boat, chainsaws, ropes. So we clear from white line to white line, getting the roads passable and just cover as much ground as we can, usually working 12-hour shifts.
Your local police department, sheriff's department, are your first responders there on the scene. So if it's water or woods, our officers are always the best to respond to that.
One of the greatest things that I saw throughout any of our response effort is a teamwork.
I'm really blessed that I lead an agency that has troops that are so flexible.
Thank you for our personnel, the department as a whole. Even though we've got different divisions, collectively we come together and work seamlessly as one department.